I better talk about tonight's game as well. Um, well, I'll come to that. I watched the Spain-France game last night. When France scored first, I thought it's going to be tough now for Spain, but that young fella, Jamal, is it? What a goal that was! I said as soon as that went in, guaranteed goal of the tournament. 16 years old, great goal. Maybe not a team goal that might please the kind of judges on the goal of the tournament, but youngest ever goal scorer in the European Championships, and it wasn't just any goal. So yeah, personally, I'm a big fan of Spain. They play great football. I tipped them to win this at the beginning of the tournament. I know it's easy to say that. I have no proof, but I genuinely did. I think they're going to be very difficult to beat in the final, whoever makes it. I've always been a fan of Spanish football. I used to be a big Barcelona fan. I've been to Camp Nou. It's a great stadium. I've been to the museum there. It's a great little museum. Well, it's not little, it's fucking massive. I stopped being a Barcelona fan about 3 years ago when all their lot were taking the piss out of Chelsea for having the football club basically shut down by the government, because it's all our fault that the Ukraine war started. So Barcelona fans were nicking players from Chelsea and nicking players that Chelsea couldn't necessarily buy because we had a transfer ban as well. So my kind of estimation of Barca and their supporters dipped quite a lot at that point, but I'm very anti Real Madrid because of historically, politically, what that stood for. There was a time when speaking Catalan was banned completely in Catalonia, and the story goes that the only place Catalan people could go and speak their language was at the football at Barcelona, where they could just about speak freely in their native tongue. That's oppression for you. So anyway, on to tonight's game. Probably just about a 50-50 really. Neither team playing tonight has ripped up any trees, let's be honest. England, I've already said previously, I'm not a massive fan of England. Maybe I'll upset one or two people here, but I don't particularly care if England win or lose a game. I've been watching them on and off for quite a long time, 40 years, 45 years. I just find them historically, they're just boring to watch really. That no manager that I can remember has ever let them off the leash. And when you look at the players England have, there's a part of me that feels like if I was in charge, I'd just say, yeah, go on, just go out and fucking play, tear the arse out of it, because they're good enough on paper. Jude Bellingham's gone off the boil a little bit, and there's a little bit of kind of controversy around him with things he does and things he says, and I noticed that during the Serbia game. He's a leader, but he's a fighting leader. He likes to stir up trouble, and that's how he gets his sort of passion and his desire going, I guess. Nothing wrong with that at all, and it will serve him well, but he will probably pick up a few red cards during his career. That's the sort of combative nature of him. Anyway, the team itself, yeah, it 50-50, honestly. Holland aren't bad at all. They've kind of hit some form. They're pretty solid throughout the team. I don't know which way this could go, but I will probably just about tip England to scrape through, I think. They're going to have to be careful, though. And, yeah, it really seems like a bit of a 50-50, really. A lot like last night. You know, France could easily have won. They haven't been on form, but when it's the crunch games, the big boys usually turn up. It's interesting tonight. I love Holland. I've been there a fair few times. I won't be going there anytime soon, but I have Dutch friends. Nothing to do with crime. Just nice people. Very Dutch people. They remind me of English people quite a lot. They have a certain sort of cultural mindset. Yes, I like Dutch people, and I especially like their Orange Army, their support. It's amazing. The colour is great. They get into it. They make some noise. So yeah, it should be good tonight. Who's going to win? Yeah, I'm not going to call it. I think there's every chance it will go to extra time, possibly penalties. If it doesn't, I would say probably one goal will nick it. So we'll see. I'm assuming that pretty much everybody's Wednesday night will be dominated by that. 8 o'clock kickoff. I think it's on ITV, which spares us Mr. Jug Ears Gary Lineker and his Z-list comedy that he likes to throw about. Good player. Not sure about him as kind of social commentator that he projects himself as, but fair enough if that's what he wants to do. So yeah, enjoy the game, everyone, and I will be in touch. Hasta la vista. Adios.